Hello, friends. How are we doing? How you all doing? What are you doing? Oggy, Propeda, B-Word, Runic. What's up, guys? Hello, hello. Educational stream? Hell yeah, guys. We are talking everything you need to know for Phase 5 now. How you're gonna tell your GMs, your loot council, what you want. How to explain them why you need this item and nobody else. Nah, that I can't help you with. I'm sorry. But we're looking at gear. We're looking at a lot of gear. Phase 5 is so full of it. There's so many new items. There's so many still old items that are really, really good. But for that, we're not gonna look on the troll. But I wanted to show you my troll is 60. So we soon gonna start raiding on Horde. And main tank, so you're gonna eat all the juicy gear. That's how it works, man. PP size requirements for P5, everything, man. Everything. As I said the last time, and I just gonna repeat it, because I hope we have some new people here. A lot of those items are just my opinion. You don't have to agree. If you think something is wrong, please, 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 please say something. Be the guy that speaks up. Say, yo, this Snips guy, he's stupid. He has no clue. You disagree with me, even better. But if you can't back it up with math, get lost. But yeah, let me start another client. Because we're gonna look at the gear, obviously on a human. Most of you are either playing human or... Yeah, most of you are playing human or orc, I would guess. If you're playing anything else, we're gonna talk about meme races as well. If you're a gnome enjoyer, you're the best. That's what you should play. We got a lot of topics to look into. I made some little notes, as I did last time. Mazuru, thanks for the follow, man. Thank you. We're not only gonna look at the best gear possible, we're also gonna look at different gearing options. That's the wrong account. Too many WoW accounts, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, let's open the browser. Let's go on 60 upgrades. That's where we did everything else the last time. Let's have a look. So, everything went well, guys. You all have been here. You all looked at this at one point in your character screen and thought, damn, I got my full previs. Now my guild loves me. I put in all the effort. I got all the cool items. I did my 100 runs for Hand of Justice. I did my 300 runs for SGC. I did my wall exploits to get Drakisa through the gate so I can get my Pain Weaver band. Or you just got it normally, like a good boy. But yeah, I think no one of us misses this time. I don't think anyone wants to go back to this. And then the thing happened. The 8 weeks that we all didn't want to do, but we had to do it. 8 weeks of pain and suffering. We got our rank 14. We look good. We're still looking good in it. Most of you are still wearing the full set, as you should. I think everyone who did rank 14 the first time, it's an experience. Yes, it's not as prestigious as it was in other versions of Classic. But let me tell you, me and others, we all, and all of you, I bet, You guys were happy when this was done. Fuck Eltrek Valley. Fuck running to Drek. And fuck people going to mid. We don't like you. Just kill the last boss, end the game. I don't care if you're Horde or Alliance. Just end the game as fast as you can. BWL released before we got our rank 14. But this is the base we're gonna build up on now. This is what we're gonna look at. If you're not having rank 14, we can talk about this as well. I'm gonna look at alternatives for people that only got their rank 12 set, or people that maybe didn't have the time to do it. And we'll turn on the music a little bit. If you can't hear the music anymore, let me know. But it should be fine. What do you mean? I love PvE to get my PvP gear to play PvE. Hell yeah, that's the spirit. Let's start simple. I would say we start with a blank canvas. And as always, we're gonna look at everything while comparing it with CG buff and with King's buff. Because those are percentage values. They don't change. So we can have it enabled at all times. Makes it easier for everyone. Let's have a look. We start with the helm. What a surprise. In phase 5, we're gonna wear our Lionheart. I don't think I surprise anyone here. Lionheart is your biz. It's your biz in the entire game. There's situations where you don't want to use it. Like in a rec set, we're gonna look at the rec set as well. But in general, we're gonna wear it at all times. Rank 14, phase 5 biz. This is the first set we're gonna work on. Save. Here we go. We're gonna wear Lionheart. 8 strength or 1 haste. If you want a rough explanation why which one is better, feel free to join my Discord. I think somewhere in the WoW questions channel is a really detailed explanation or discussion, depending on how you want to look at it. What is better and why is what better? For my personal taste, if you need to think about 8 strength or 1 haste, and if you are not sure what you should use, just use 1 haste. Completely fine. But for showing purposes, we're gonna look at Lionheart. With 8 strength, we're gonna use 8 strength on everything. We got necks, and we got a lot of necks. We got our Oni neck. I hope every one of you got it. We have a new neck. We have the CG neck that some of you already have, I hope. I got my CG neck on 1 character. So maybe you got lucky, maybe not. I've seen a lot of CG necks drops in comparison to what I expected. So maybe you have it, maybe not. But your new biz neck is obviously Barb Choker. Eye of Hakar to Barb Choker. If you ever need to think about upgrading your neck and you have an Eye of Hakar already and other people in your guild do not, don't take Barb Choker from them. It's for attack power. It makes no difference. If you have your Eye of Hakar, be happy, keep the neck. If you don't, try to get your Barb Choker. Also, never stop trying to get your Eye of Hakar, obviously. So you should run CG, in my opinion, as a warrior. At least once a week. Try to get your Eye of Hakar. But Barb Choker is your biz. Tank prior, because only 4 AP, puts them. I don't know. I don't know if that is a tank neck. You guys going with 9 hit on bosses? No. There's no reason to run 9 hit. 6 hit is just fine. You run your chocolate plus 6 hit, and then you're at 8 hit in total. And yeah, let's continue. Actually, we're not gonna look at shoulders for now. We're gonna look at Cloak. Because Cloak gets so many options. Most of you, I'm guessing, are still using the previous Cloak. I think most of you are still running Cape of the Black Baron, including myself. It's a good Cloak, hard to replace. You have the option of Cloak of Draconic Might right now on BWL. You have the option of Cloak of Firemaw. And you have the option of Puissant Cape. But realistically, most of you are gonna run your Cloak of the Baron. But what does this show us? There's so many more options now. First of all, and I think the most important option for every warrior player out here, this one. Drape of the Unyielding Strength. We get this in AQ 20. What we need to do for this is pretty simple. Gonna look at it from the Cloak from the Lords and Silitus. It's an option as well, yeah. Drape of the Unyielding Strength. What we need to do for that, we need to get a Kiraji Martial Drape that drops in AQ 20, 2 Onyx Idols, 5 Bone Scarabs, 5 Silver Scarabs, Cenarian Circle Revered. I think most of you should have worked towards this reputation already. If not, with Phase 5, you're gonna get this reputation up so quick. You just run your AQ 20 or so on cooldown, you do all of the quests that you can find in Silitus, and you're gonna get your reputation up. This Cloak is not hard to get. Out of experience, I would say everyone should get this Cloak before Phase 6 arrives 100%. So everyone is gonna be able to replace their previous Cloak in this phase. However, this is not your biz. If you want your biz Cloak, there's only one option, and it is pretty much your biz Cloak for the rest of the game. Saffron is a slight upgrade, but not talking about that now. Thanks for the follow, Dwarfish. Which is Cloak of the Fallen God. Cloak of the Fallen God. How does Puissant Cape stack up with AQ 20 Cape and AQ 40 Cloak? We will look into all of those and crunch the numbers a little bit in a bit. Just want to go through the options right now. Build the actual quote-unquote biz set. And then we're gonna... We can't properly fuck around with a sim. But yeah, Cloak of the Fallen God. Your guild will get one of them per week. Assuming you do one run. How do you get this one? You need to kill Cthulhu, which is the last boss in AQ 40, and he drops a quest item similar to the Head of Nefarian or Head of Onyxia or Eye of Akar, which will give one of you in the raid, one lucky person, the Cloak. In my opinion, for the Loot Council people in here, with how the comms are looking nowadays, and I don't want to make all my mage enjoyers or warlock enjoyers or even healers angry now, but in my opinion, Eye of a Cartoon in the first raid goes to your tank, in the second raid goes to your second tank, in the third raid goes to your third tank, and then to the fourth tank, and then maybe you can give some of them to, like, I don't know, maybe give one of them to your Curse of Wreck Warlock. Music is still very loud. I'm yelling over it. Sorry, can you guys still hear the music? Please let me know. Yeah, in my opinion, this is a very, very clear tanking item first over anyone else. I'm sorry to say this, but healer necks, right now, there's plenty of healer neck options. Most healers can run AQ 20 to get a very good neck. They can run CG to get a very good neck. There's really no argument to make to give this to a healer at the moment. Music is a bit quiet, but fine. I can turn it up for you guys, but then I don't need to yell over it. Just let me know if this is better. Then we have the ring. Ring of the Fallen God. This ring is difficult. It's technically Piss for casters. Yes. 100%. It's nothing to talk around there. And if you have a loyal caster team, like a mage team that actually puts their work in and puts in good numbers, in my opinion, they deserve one down the line. You should not give every single warrior Eye of Cthulhu only because I say so now. At one point, you should give Eye of Cthulhu to 1 or 2 or 3 casters that you have. Realistically, though, with how we are looking at it right now, in my opinion, I think even in AQ40, we're gonna see the full warrior stacks keep going. There is no argument to make to bring mages into AQ40. With the logging changes, the famous Nota pull won't be possible this way. And I'm pretty sure, without going into much detail, there is a way now to kill those bugs so quickly as a melee stack. I don't think the Nota pull is really doing all that much anymore. So do as you please if you're on the loot council. However, if you're on the loot council, maybe don't only watch me for your gear decision making. Also watch someone that is a little bit more pro casters, you know, and pro healers. In my opinion, this is a tank item. And then it's a DPS warrior item. It's your Biz Cloak. So yeah, that's what you want. You want Cloak of the Fallen God. Chest. Now it gets difficult. Especially for the Horde boys. Loot allocation here for the Horde boys is a real pain in the ass. I will talk about it in a second, but let's first look at the Alliance side of things. Because your Biz chest is Conqueror's Breastplate. If we are looking at Breastplate of Annihilation, we can compare this pretty easily. Let me have a sheet open where I take some notes so I can make like little notes and write stuff down for all of you when we are doing like math, so I'm not just sitting here and breaking my head about shit. So, as some of you maybe know, from the last time we talked about gear, I value everything into effective AP. That's how I compare items. So for me, and that is my personal like rule of thumb, it's not hard facts or hard math. It changes depending on how much AP and how much crit you have. For me, if I compare items, 1 crit is 30 attack power. 30, in my experience, has been a good baseline to compare things with. 30 works in the first phase, 30 works in Naxxramas. With world buffs, without world buffs, 30 is a good middle ground. Some people say 36, 38, some people say no, it's only 25. Believe what you please to believe. I don't think Sims are hard gospel, but it's the closest we have. And if we want to compare items, we need to compare them one piece by one piece. 36 to 37. See, there's the first guy that says it's way more. But the thing is, even Jeez Louise, same for me, can't tell you mathematically why he feels like that, because it's just his feelings. So we stick with 30 AP. Let me take a sip, guys. I have a big shaker full of Coke Zero with 4 ice cubes. So, we are looking at 24 agility, 34 strength. This comes out to roughly 68, 74-ish AP. Thanks for the follow, man. Natural Born Chiller. I read Natural Born Chinchilla, and I was a huge fan of your name. But I think your name is fine like this as well, because chinchillas are really cool. But yeah, hey mate, thanks for the follow. Then we have here 30 attack power from the one crit. As many of you know, we value one hit over your hit cap as 10 attack power. Same shit as with the crit. Some people disagree, some people agree on it. It's really, really weird. I say one hit is 10 attack power. Well, what's going on in chat? Lack of pings, prop makes tier 2.5 chests and shamans 4 times to the tanks. After that you give to the shamans, or really tanks can sit with rank 40 for sure. You only need chest on tank. In my opinion, I would give tank 1 to 4 a chest, and then I would give it to the shamans. Yeah, pretty much. I would not let my tank sit in rank 13 for a long time. I would give him the Conqueror's Breastplate, but I'm definitely biased on the warrior side here. Yeah, let's compare those chests. So someone told me actually, guys, that you can fill in the stat values here yourself in the equivalency points. Custom, name, theory, add stat. Oh god, I need to do this all by hand. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't know. I'm late. I don't know EU time. Hey, Rockies. It's all good, man. We didn't do... Look, we only did Lionheart, Barb Choker, and Cloak for now. So you're good, man. You're good. Shoulders just for the sake of the argument. I will... The Cloak stays. This stays. Okay. So... let's compare those two chests from a pure DPS perspective, guys. As always, we're not looking at survivability. We're looking at it from pure perspective point of view. We have 37 strength. We have 1% crit, which results in a little bit less crit on Breastplate of Annihilation and like 3 more strength on here. Let's look at the numbers directly. So we are looking at 1996 attack power, 8% hit, and in Berserker stance, obviously. Are we talented? No. Just gonna talent cruelty. 19. I'm gonna write this down on the second screen, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a little chaotic today because I'm really tired still. But it should be fine in like 5 minutes. Now we change the chest. So we are gaining for 6 attack power. 6 attack power. We are gaining 1 hit. As we know, 1 hit is 10 AP in our way of calculating. And we are losing, and that is what really hurts, 0.5 crit, if my math is correct, which is minus 15 AP. So it is 16 minus 15. Technically, pure. Like, okay, guys, listen to me. This is based on my calculations. Maybe your calculations say something different. But in theory, Breastplate of Annihilation wins by 1 attack power. Would I ever prioritize this chest, personally, for 1 attack power? When I look at the loss, otherwise, the stamina loss we didn't want to talk about. No, I wouldn't. I would never fucking wear this chest. I would not lose 15, 25 stamina for 1 attack power. But for raw DPS, with 1 attack power, you're looking at the better chest. I'm gonna tell you how it is, boys. It's 1 attack power. What that really, really means. How much AP is 1 crit, did you say? I say 30 attack power. But that is based purely on experiences and my own opinion and a little bit calculating back and forth. There is no math to back that up, because you cannot do that. You literally cannot calculate the exact crit value, because as soon as you change 1 item, it changes everything. But yeah, on theory, based on my calculations, now, if you say you value hit with only 9 AP, then tier 2.5 chest is already better. It's dynamic. Yo, it is dynamic. Yeah, see, babe, you would say 25 to 30. It's really interesting right here, and I really, really enjoyed. You would say 25 to 30. We had someone in chat literally 5 minutes ago. I'm gonna copy his message. Say 36 to 37. For calculation's sake, we are going with 30 attack power. I know Clicker, as an example, even dropped a number like 38 at one point. No one is right here and no one is wrong. I'm gonna say that exactly how I feel about it. I don't think any one of you is right or any one of you is wrong. I just think we are guesstimating a value. It depends on the situation. It depends on, such as if you're world buff. Mara, if you ever consider playing the game without world buffs, you're on the wrong stream. Sorry, buddy. 50 AP. Fuck it. See, we have Worky saying 50 AP. And you know what? If he tells me he feels like it's 50 AP, I would still think he's stupid, but I think it's okay to feel that way. Always assume world buffs. Yeah, Mara, no offense, but if you play the game with all world buffs, you're doing the first mistake. Dude, you're proccing so much. What do you mean you're proccing? Go AP and just crit. Yeah, exactly. Just stack AP and get lucky. Like, what do you mean? Voice crack. Yeah, my voice cracks are terrible, man. It's a condition. There's nothing I can do against, man. Go 0 hit, just don't miss. Exactly. But yeah, we need some value. If the doctor says you need a cam to fix the voice cracks, I will try that. I will try that. I will cam your mom tonight and then see what she says. How do you think the competition will be with people that have council and wish lists? Noxum, thanks for the follow. What do you mean the competition? Any more people on tier than any more worth cost less people on? It's a good train of thought. I would think more people will want the tier 2.5 chest because it's all around the better chest. If you look at it from all sides, tier 2.5 is the better chest. Wish lists, however, I have never seen this work really, because at the end of the day, you wouldn't put on a fucking chest piece in AQ40, you would put on a big ticket piece. Yeah, a lot of people already came to me and said, oh, Snips, the first item I want is the shoulders, and I was like, but why? Like, but yeah, actually, shoulders is a good, very, very good thing. Because we can look at shoulders next. Shoulders gonna make people mad, guys. I already know that. People will get very angry over the shoulders. Should also add our CG enchant. For DPSing, both chests are pretty much the same, and if you need survivability, you still have rank 13, so I would just take whatever drops first. Wayne, that is the most true thing you ever said, I think. Like, literally just take what drops. Take what you get. If you get Breastplate of Annihilation or tier 2.5, it doesn't fucking matter. But for argument's sake, we're gonna keep the Breastplate of Annihilation in. Should we continue? Let's look for shoulders. We all have rank 13 shoulders. Hope so. If you don't have them, fine as well. You're also still playing the game. You can still get rank 14. I'm not looking at the BRD chest right now, Rach, so... If you don't have SGC, you should farm SGC all day. If it doesn't matter, then less people want Annihilation past tier 2.5. I would say so, yeah. Yeah. I would say so, Augie. Shoulders. We all know what's best, right? So, if you're looking at rank 13 and those, they're very easy to compare. It's 16 agility versus 16 agility. It is 20 strength versus 18 strength. AKA, those shoulders are better. Now we don't talk about shoulders anymore, right, guys? We ignore the shoulder slot. I think we all just agree that tier 2.5 is better because every other shoulder option is not an option. I'm joking, of course. There is a pair of shoulders we need to look at. I don't like it, but they're in the game, and I use them as well on Era. Mantle of Wicked Revenge. I think no other item in this game got calculated and compared as often as those shoulders. But let's do the math based on our numbers. Maybe we see something other people haven't seen, you know? We are looking at tier 2.5 shoulders. We are looking at... Let me copy this in my smart sheet. We are looking at 1138 attack power, 9% hit, and 33.69. Nice. Crit. Versus. What the fuck? They're my favorite shoulders. They look piss on Druid. Yeah, but Druids aren't real people, so we are not talking about Druids here. Melts, thanks for the follow, man. Thank you. Let's talk about Mantle of Wicked. Oh god, I hate them so much. Oh, this is awful. I don't want to do this. We are looking at 1,128, 8% hit, and 34.54 crit. We are losing 10 attack power, minus 10. We are losing 1 hit, which is minus 10. But we are gaining. I need to pull up the calculator, guys. My head math is really, really bad. 34.54 minus 33.69. 0.85 crit. Which, when we are saying 30 attack power is 1 crit, we are taking those 0.85 times 30. 25.5. So yes, based on my calculations, the shoulders win by 5.5 crit AP. Effective AP. Mantle of Wicked Revenge are 5.5 AP better. That's 5.5. It is. Check Discord. No, not 5.5 crit. 5.5 AP. So yeah, boys. You don't need your shoulders. Does style points count in the sim? If we add style points, no one of you would run anything else than rank 10 set. Clown suit class, yeah. Oh yeah, style, that's a good idea. I can do that in a second as well. I kinda don't like the comparison function though, it's really, really bad. Hey Sasha, I think we can compare SGC, but I'm pretty sure SGC is just worse. A lot of top warriors use rank 10 in shoulders. Are they still very good in IQ? Yes, rank 10 head and shoulders stay bis on rec fights for the entire game. Because it's the highest possible AP. But it's never bis in raw DPS. Or non-rec fight. Due to the fact that we are all having rank 10, by the way, guys, there's even less of an argument to make to run tier 2.5, because on rec bosses, you would just swap this out for rank 10 shoulders. Can I ask something? Is it good to compare with not having bis bracers or ring boots, whatever, to see the actual value? Yeah, it makes no difference because we are comparing each item individually. If you want to compare full sets, you would need to run a sim every single time with every single item you are adjusting. And then you would also get adjusted AP values, but that would be too much. Why does the set have Omox? Because we are not at that point now, and we went from pre-bis with full rank 14. Sorry, not 14. 13. Thank you, King Grill. Thanks for the follow, dude. Okay, so yeah, 5.5 AP, guys. Now you have an argument why your Feral Druid in your guild should not get this. Your Feral is gonna hate you. If you have a Feral Druid, though, tell him to reroll Warrior. I think that is the only reasonable thing to say to a Druid. Just tell him to reroll Warrior. Like, I know there's people that enjoy Feral Druid, and I think it's awesome that you guys play the game. But maybe play the game, like, outside of the raid and do Fairy Fire. So yeah, Wicked Revenge it is, boys. Should we go Bracers? Or do we want to check our something else? I think we can go Bracer. Orange and brown are pretty close color-wise. Oh, don't be harsh on it. Listen, man, if I start the game and you know, the thing with ferals is not even that they are color-wise the same. In the moment you become an animal on your screen, you should, like, delete the character. Don't debate yourself out of a 3% crit buff. Oh, I can easily debate myself out of it. Because a 3% crit buff does not add as much damage as a full warrior. But let's look at bracers for a change. We started here, or some of you started at the other ones. I was running Saddest personally. Most of you, if not all, I guess all of you have done Berserker bracers. I think everyone here that is watching right now is Warsong Exalted, right? You all have farmed your Prebis? Or have you been slacking? Who of you hasn't farmed their Prebis? Who doesn't have Berserker Bracers? Show yourself. Sure, sure. Okay, okay. Hard slacking. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm on the hardcore server, so I can't get those bracers. You know what? That's a valid excuse. Megahertz's excuse. The rest of you isn't. Hey, 4G. 3 Browns, all Warsong Exalted. You know what, man? I don't believe you. Send pictures on Discord. I don't believe that you did 3 times Warsong Exalted. Farmed on your rogue. That's a mistake, Crowell, but it's accepted. Let's look at bracers though, shall we? Let's say it like this. Some of you gonna have Wizards of Stability, or you're gonna have your CG bracers, which are both very good. Those are the bracers you want to have. But what are our upgrades now? With the new coming phase, as you all know, we are getting 2 rates. We're getting AQ20, we are getting AQ40. We already figured out that all of you should run AQ20 on cooldown, A for reputation and B for the cloak. But there's other items. There is Bracers of Brutality. Those are a plain upgrade to anything else you had before. No argument to make. If we are looking at the previous BIS bracers, either those, all stats are just higher. So your first priority in your head, if you're a cool guy, if you're a good warrior, if you're a good guildmate, is you host AQ20s until you get your Brutality bracers. However, some of you may get lucky and you get your BIS bracers. Your BIS bracers, no point in even comparing them, are Hive Defilers. There are BIS for the entire game on Alliance. So we just lock them in. They are your BIS. However, all the alternatives are very close. Stability are good. They're good bracers. You lose about 20 AP worth of 10 AP worth of crit. So it's not the biggest upgrade, but it is an upgrade. So maybe you can get those. Maybe you already have those. You can get those. There is another pair of bracer with Karachi Execution. They are pretty solid. We're looking at about 30 AP, about 18 AP, so at about 50-ish. About 50-ish attack power, plus the hit, 60-ish attack power. They are very close to each other. If you can get those, and let's say you don't lose any prior on other items because of it, just take them. They're fine. They are fine bracers. But your BIS is Hive Defilers. Weapons. Weapons gonna take a while, guys. I'm gonna need to talk about weapons here. What is your BIS weapon? Oh fuck. It's still rank 14. I baited you. You're not replacing your weapons. If you are a human warrior, you're gonna play the shit until next Ramas. GG. We can, okay. For the Empyrean Demolisher Copas, you know what? I give you that. We're gonna put it in even, so you can look at it. You're gonna play your ED on bosses with... Where's this piece of shit mace? So... Hold a minute. Okay, I'm holding. ED Copas. Yep. ED feels amazing. I don't know, man. Like... I love ED as much as anyone else. I would never play a Ubisoft Warhammer or fan for it. I would never do it. There's... Surely that mace will drop. Yeah. Brother Darian can't hack if he never mind Warsong. Okay. Let's compare the mace to Swift Blades, right? ED is a bigger upgrade on Trash because the cleave gives extra procs. Okay, sure, sure. Anubis of Warhammer though. Let's look at the cold hard math here. We are gaining 4 attack power. We are losing nearly 7 weapon DPS. And we are losing a crit. And we are getting 4 mace skill for it. You know what? If you unironically equip this, please play Rogue. Like, or I don't know, maybe you should roll Feral Druid. This isn't worth it. Just trust me on this. If you want, we can sim it as well. But if you want to run this full time, this is trash. Don't run this. If you come at me now, but I can swap on bosses and blah, 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 blah. That's cool, man. If you think swapping weapons on bosses is what you want to do for the rest of the game, go for it, man. Be my guest. That's cool. Thumbs up. I'm not doing that. So yeah, we're not doing that. Like, let's get this filth out of here. We are playing our rank 14 swords. This is what we play, guys. This is what we slaved for in AV. We're gonna stay with this. This looks cool. We should stick with this. I'm not trying to pronounce that name, but thanks for the follow, man. Not so different to doing rack sets. Sure. You want to do that? I'm not, and I don't even think it's better. I do not think it's better. I don't think 4 weapon skill will make the difference of 1 crit and 7 weapon DPS. No way. Should we go ranged weapons first, guys, or gloves? Ranged weapon or gloves? Ranged weapon or gloves? Go on next. Ranged weapons. Okay, we saved the best for last. Range weapons. In the range weapon departments, there's also a lot of options now. We have Bloodseeker. This is what you all should have right now. If you don't have hit issues, this is what you should play. Bloodseeker, very, very good. Goes from a quest. If you have been the guy that took the polearm from that AV quest, huge kek W. You fucked up. If you haven't gotten any of the hit options, you can do a quest. You need to clear CG once and AQ20 once, and then you get this one. It is an upgrade to your Black Bro or Satyrs Bow. If you want to gain 1 agility on your hit option, you can now. It's 1 agility better. Very worth it. Trust me, bro. Faralas. Ah, that's a world boss thing. We don't look at that. Nature S, Kek. Bis on Hururan, guys. Need to get this, so farm your world bosses. Heart Striker. Bloodseeker, still better. Do the math on that one act. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Not gonna happen. Gurubashi Dwarf Destroyer, this is what you all should be farming right now. If you're not using it for general use, you can always use it on wreck fights. On Veil Stras, this is your Bis. So for your Veil Bis set, you want Gurubashi Dwarf Destroyer. So we are not stopping to do CG, guys. You're gonna keep farming it. But here's the crossbow. As said already, you want a lot of stuff from AQ20. You want to get the bracers before you have Hive Defilers. You want to get the cloak before you have a Cloak of Cthulhu. And you also want the crossbow. This crossbow is, in my opinion, if you want to play hit cap, tank biz for the entire game. So if your main tank needs this and says he wants it, go with your main tank, help him out. Help him to get the crossbow. It is very worth it. It's a very, very strong thing to get. It's really rare, from what I remember. People have been doing like 20, 30, 50 runs on this shit. So try to get the crossbow if you can, but don't take it away from your main tanks. But your actual biz, and this stays your biz until Kel'Thuzad, is Lava of the Great Worm. Striker's Mark is not your biz anymore. In my opinion, Striker's Mark should have always been Rogue Prio, because it's biz for rogues until forever, as far as I know. So yeah, this is what you want. Not very difficult. Lava of the Great Worm. It looks pretty cool. Can we see it? Can we see the model somewhere? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Here's a picture. What a great looking gun. 50 AQ20 runs, gross. Yeah, it is pretty rough. Click ranged. Ah, here we go. Look at it. Beautiful gun. I always said it looks like a fish with an open mouth. And please someone say what I'm thinking right now. It is a fish with an open mouth. The bug flashlight, that is exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, you want this gun, guys. It's your biz until KT. With Naxxramas, there's gonna be an alternative that is coming out, but yeah, for now, this is your biz. This is what you want. Let's look at trinkets and stop looking at my gun. Trinkets! We all have Diamond Flask. Most of you know, but I'm still gonna explain it. In Vanilla WoW, you are not playing 2 trinkets if you're playing well. You are not playing 2 trinkets for the entire raid. You are not running around with your Diamond Flask equipped and use it on cooldown whenever you feel like it. What you want to do is you plan your trinkets. So 30 seconds before you want to use your Diamond Flask, you equip it. Then you use your Diamond Flask and then you equip another trinket with a passive on it. Because right now, when we are not using Diamond Flask or any other unused trinket until Naxxramas, this is a dead slot. That's how I like to call it. This slot gives you nothing because you're not using it, so it has no value. Means you want to swap it out to Hand of Justice. What that means is you also want to keep all your trinkets. You want to keep your Blackhand's Breath. You want to keep your Hand of Justice. You want to keep your Drake Fan Talisman if you have it or not. You're never gonna like get rid of trinkets because you don't need them anymore. But the big trinket in this phase, and I think most of you know already, is something you need to work on yourself. And you tell Darian 1991 to stop slacking and get hot. Honestly, just shame him on Discord. You should just post a picture of his character on my Discord and tell everyone to point and shame him. Because that's what he deserves. If you still haven't gotten your Hand of Justice, man, it's just not okay. Get your Hand of Justice. Stop slacking. But yeah, anyway, what I wanted to say is, there's one trinket we all, collectively, gonna need to work on. It is a trinket we are not getting in a raid. It's one of those items that you don't get because you are such a good boy to your loot council. You're gonna get it with hard and annoying work. And this is Earthstrike. How do we get Earthstrike? Honestly, I'm not gonna go fully into it now, because let's be real, there's a million guides on how to get Earthstrike. It's painful, it takes a long time, it takes a lot of gold, it's annoying. On a PvP server, it's gonna be even worse. You're gonna need to do it in a group, then you need to synchronize all your quests with each other. It's terrible. It's a long quest chain. I think it is like 55, 60 quests in total, something like that. But at the end of the day, it's what you have to do. It is worth it. It is stronger than Diamond Flask on short fights. Which most of you, let's be real, if we're looking at the fight lengths right now in the game, most fights are shorter than 1 minute. Blogoblongo. Holy shit, your name is difficult to pronounce. Thank you so much for the sub, man. Thank you, man. Get your Earthstrike, guys. That's what I want to say. Some of you might have material stacked up. Some of you might even have the reputation already stacked up. You have to get it. And in my opinion, you have to get it on every single melee character. And there's gonna be guilds, and there's gonna be a lot of guilds that gonna tell you, if you are not getting your Earthstrike, you are out. And you know what? I agree with them. Earthstrike is your biz. You have to get it. It's not that bad, just gotta be smart about the quest checking. Yeah, it is. It's not too bad if you do it with a group. Let's say you have a group of 5 people. You can do it realistically in a long day or across 2 or 3 days. Brother, I have 3 characters. I have characters as well. And I'm not hyped to do it, but it has to be done. I don't want to do it, man. I really don't. I also have a job. Yeah, that's a you problem, isn't it? But yeah, you have to get Earthstrike. But there's more trinkets. Who would have thought there's a lot more trinkets? And we should look at them. There's another trinket. There's Jomgabar. I think I have to... give me 1 second. Trinket sheet. I think I have this trinket sheet somewhere. I don't think I can find it right now. But from what I remember, Jomgabar is very close to Earthstrike. Or even better if you use it correctly. But what I can tell you is, I have Jomgabar on multiple characters. If you want to use Jomgabar properly, it's terrible. Like, you need to time it with your BTs, and it's if you clip your blood first in there like 1 time, it's just really annoying. Like, it's just not nice to use. Oh, you sent me something on Discord? Let me see. Yeah, but that's not correct. I can already tell you that's not correct. Because Jomgabar starts very weak. That is just the average AP calculated in Jomgabar. And the average AP is... yeah. Like, as the Ruba said, I hate Jomgabar, clunky bullshit. I don't know, man. In my opinion, just give Jomgabar to your rogue and be like, oh, hey, we value you so much as a member, and then you just, you know, so he's happy and you don't need to give him actual relevant gear ever. Just, that's a good item, you know. When you have a Feral Druid or you have a Rogue, you know, you value him because they're part of your team, but you also don't really want to waste gear on him because he's a Rogue. You just, like, throw him that as a little cookie and be like, oh, we value you so much as a member. You get first Jomgabar. Just give it to him. Like, you don't want it. You don't care about it. It's whatever. Just ignore Jomgabar. It doesn't exist. Look, it's not here. Jomgabar can't hurt you. Don't come at me with some RP reason, but it's from the movie. I don't care the movie shit. Dune is a bad movie. I said it. Give me Chom and Cthulhu Dagger. Yeah, you wish. Let's talk about the real cool trinket, guys. Like the one we actually all want. Rare Snips L? Okay. I hate rogues. All my homies hate rogues. Let's talk about the real chat trinket here. Come on, you KW. I mean, the Dune movie is shit. I said it. No to the Dune take, fuck rogues. We hate you too. Okay. Only love in this chat, guys. Only love. Only hate rogues together. Let's talk Badge of the Swarm Guard, should we? Badge of the Swarm Guard. It's a trinket. It's unique. Requires level 60. Use. Gives a chance on melee or ranged attack to apply. First things first. If you are a hunter and you just read ranged attack, you think you should have Badge of the Swarm Guard because of this. No. No. Enough said. Apply an armor penetration effect on you for 30 seconds, lowering the target's physical armor by 200 to your own attacks. The armor penetration effect can be applied up to 6 times. 6 times 200 is 1200. 1200 armor, for those of you that don't know, is a metric fuckton. Or also an imperial fuckton if you're American. That is a lot. I'm gonna get this shit on my rogue to make you guys mad. If you post a screenshot on Discord from it on your rogue, I ban you. But yeah, Badge of the Swarm Guard. And now, some of you might think, why is this so good? We as warriors, as I said already, we are swapping our trinkets, and every class should, by the way, swap their trinkets, be it mages, casters, whatever, relevant classes. So what you want to do in AQ40, as an example, you want to use this trinket as much as you can on trash. Because what is happening on trash? On trash, you don't always have perfect armor pen applied, or armor shred, some people say, applied to all mobs around you. Because most of the time, there's not 5 Sunders on every single trash mob when you pull a pack of 6 trash mobs. Why is that the case? Because your fellow warriors are not sundering properly. However, what Badge of the Swarm Guard gives you is a massive amount of extra damage overall. And overall damage is what we all want to push. If you want to go fast, we need Badge of the Swarm Guard. Because Badge of the Swarm Guard gives you more overall damage. More overall damage means we go faster. Going fast is fun, so we need Badge. It is, all jokes aside here by the way, this is one of the biggest upgrades in the game you can get as a warrior. It's a massive overall damage upgrade. It's also very special in that sense, usable in combination with other trinkets. You can use Badge of the Swarm Guard together with Earth Strike while Death Wishing. One very normal opener in AQ40 is on the first trash pack, where you have the little bird and the 4 big dudes. You run in, you pop Death Wish, you pop Badge of the Swarm Guard, you pop your Kiss or Earth Strike or Slayer's Crest or whatever you have. You pull it all together and cleave the shit down. The combination of being able to use Badge with other trinkets makes it even stronger than just a normal on-use trinket. Additionally to that, some of you want to play TBC. Badge of the Swarm Guard stays in your biz list or in your inventory in TBC. You are using this in Burning Crusade. Constantly. My god, you call destroyers birds as well? They have wings, don't they? Destroyer. Where's the mob? Obsidian destroyer. What is this? Guys, tell me this is not a bird. Has wings, right? So it's a bird. It's a snake. Bird confirmed. Thank you, Shady. That's a dog. I guess you're from Australia. Elemental bird. Okay. +1 for dog. Looks like my bird, if you know what I mean. Okay. That bird ended my guild last 80-40 speedrun. Hooran is a bird confirmed. Hooran is a bird, of course. That's the mob. Playboy refused to DPS. Check Discord. Lucid, I gave you a role. I gave you a special role on Discord. Hoodie Cutie, thanks for the follow, man. But yeah, this is a bird, and if you disagree on that, you're wrong. Boeing 737 is a bird, it has wings confirmed. Yes, of course the Boeing 737 is a bird. What? It's your hardcore rogue, I killed KT with it. I hope it dies. I genuinely hope it dies. Like, I want you to lock in one day and just fall through the map and die. In-game, of course. But yeah, if you have questions to proper Badge of the Swarm Guard usage and where to use it, when to use it, we can talk all about that on a later part. But for now, we all need to know Badge of the Swarm Guard. That's your biz. And not in-game. No, in-game, guys. We are not telling people to die IRL. Rings. On rings, nothing changes. It's Quick Strike and it's Koaf. For Alliance. For Horde, we're gonna talk about when we do the Horde thing. Oh yeah, come, we talk about Fetish as well. If your tank sucks, and I mean this with all due to respect to the Horde Andes, if your tank sucks, Fetish is a very good trinket. Fetish can also be used with other trinkets in combination. That's it. That's all I have to say about Fetish. Your tank sucks. Get another tank. Now, on a serious note, guys. Fetish just is not necessary. In my opinion, Fetish should go to mages. Like, straight up, if you have a good mage team, if you're not one of the or one of the top 10 guilds that run 0 mages or 1 mage, you should give this to your mages in preparation for Naxxramas. They will actually get value out of it. You pretty much don't. So don't take this from a good mage. If you have like your little mage homie, you know, the blue guy that did the decurse is a gore for you. The little one. It's probably a gnome as well. Maybe a male gnome. This is what you give him. And then you say thanks. And then you tell him to decurse again. But don't decurse in AQ40. Don't confuse him too much. Mages have very, very little brains. So yeah, Fetish. It's a mage trinket. If your tank is too good, you could give it to your tank as well, so he has a challenge. Keck. Boots. Oh, we have a lot of boots, guys. We have so many boots. We have so many boots. Actually, yeah. All the boots on this here right now are valid fucking boot options. We all know chromatics are beasts. Don't need to talk about it. We can compare them in a second to Vanguards, but chromatics come out on top. But all those boots are valid options. Boots of Heroism. They're fine. If you're not ranking and you want to do the quest chain, which is very long, they're fine boots. They're better than Priebus. Technically, they are Priebus, but you know what you mean. They're fine boots. If you don't want to rank, you can get Slime Kickers, because you know what? They're identical. They just have a little bit less stamina. 12 stamina less. But they drop in AQ20. They're very easy to get. If you are doing AQ20 with your guild and you sneak in with your alt warrior because your main warrior is locked because you did AQ20 runs to hard res your bracers, then Slime Kickers are the way to go. Get your Slime Kickers, man. You're not ranking on that character? Very good, boots. Identical to rank 12. Boots of the Shadow Flame. They're also pretty solid. Like, we're looking at effectively 64 attack power here. Solid boots for an alt. Nothing wrong with it. I just got them on my human warrior. And I'm super happy with them. They're good boots. Tier 2.5 boots. Also not bad. Like, if you look at them in comparison to your martial boots, they're not bad. You gain 6 attack power roughly from the strength. You gain like 1 or few attack power for the agility. You lose 1 for the hit. You lose 10 for the hit. Fine boots. You don't rank good boots. Now we're left with the actual good options. If you haven't gotten your chromatics yet, Boots of the Vanguard are very strong and you can get them yourself. You can do your AQ20 pucks or you host your own ones and you can get Boots of the Vanguards. They're nearly as strong as chromatics overall. And if your guild hates you, they're gonna give you Boots of the Fallen Hero and you're gonna wear them for the rest of the game. Because they're never gonna give you chromatics if you have those. Not everyone can get chromatics, guys. So, someone is gonna need to take the Boots of the Fallen Hero. Just try to not be the guy that needs to, you know? Try to dodge him. Fallen Hero Jail, Omega Lord. Yeah, it is. It is. If you take Fallen Hero is one of those items. If you take this, you are done, mate. You will get Fallen Hero and you will be happy about it. I would be happy about it, for sure. If I get them on my human wink wink runic, I would be very happy about it. Runic being one of the guys in the loot council who's watching as well. Like, it's fine. If you get them, that's good. Ego wanted to put me in this chain. They're good boots. Like, how much worse are they actually than chromatic? Without joking. It is 6 agility. That's a fifth of a crit. No, it's not. Sorry. Like, a little bit more than half a crit. A little bit less than half a crit. So, like 0.4 crit, I'm guessing. You're losing. They're an upgrade to tier 2 ranking boots, I guess, but Yeah, they definitely put you in jail. Insane upgrade, yeah. It's, if you get him, you get him, man. Like, not everyone can have full bis, that's just how it is. But speaking from my personal standpoint here, if that would be on my gnome and someone would consider giving them to me, I would lock out by accident and like not lock in before they run out of duration. Yeah, it's definitely, like Runic said, it's those or chromatics. You're not getting chromatics if you have Boots of the Fallen Hero. Ever. At this point, we're gonna include the style points, rank 12 wins. Yeah. True. I think Fallen Heroes is one of those perfect Alt Warrior items. You just use them, you're happy with it, they function, they're functional. You know when your mom, back when you were little, bought you clothing that was functional? You know, like the cargo pants that you could like unzip the legs from. I don't know if that was a thing in other countries. So you had shorts. You guys know what I'm talking about? Fallen Heroes are You mean active wear? Yeah, exactly. Fallen Heroes are functional active wear, I think. That's how we should call them. They're functional, you know? They do their job. You don't want them. You don't think they look cool. But it's fine. Also, pairing the rank 12 boots with something else really good for the 20 stam. No, there's a way, way better thing you can pair them with. I will show you in a second. I saw that before already. But boots is not the option you should choose. But people can't do math. That's why. Yo, Fnuggy, Unk. What's up, man? So yeah, our bis boots are and stay for the entire game. This is what we all want at the end. Chromatics. The pink boots. If you get them, you get them. If you don't get them, you don't, man. It's just how it is. It's shoulders and legs, Lord, yeah. Yeah, it's head and shoulders. No, it's not head. It's shoulders and legs. You want to wear your line on. So yeah, chromatics. Belt. I'm gonna skip legs for now, because I wanna do a lot of math on the legs. But we're gonna look at belts now. Also the big forgotten boots, tier 2.5. Yeah, tier 2.5 though are worse than rank 12, so they're very good, but they're slightly worse. And if you have rank 12, you can take, if you don't have rank 12, you can take slime kickers as well. So I would maybe not waste a token on them, rather give it to rogues. I think it's the same rogue token. Yeah, it's the token for rogues as well. Let's have a look on belts, should we? Everyone has this belt. If you don't have this belt, do 1 CG and you get it. That's the minimum you should all have. Realistically, all of you that actually play the game, you have CG belt. If you don't have CG belt yet, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man. And now there's 2 belts in AQ40 that released that are very, very functional. Again, I think we could also call them active wear pieces. Triad Girdle and Belt of Never-Ending Agony. Why is this belt called Never-Ending Agony? Because when you are getting that, you are never getting Onslaught Girdle, which will put you in Never-Ending Agony. It is basically identical to Onslaught. Like, let's compare them one by one. Look, so we are looking at 1,256, 30.39, and 6% hit. Wait, is it actually this much? Okay, so Onslaught is 14 attack power better. Which even more supports my argument of this belt will put you in never-ending agony, because if you have this belt, you're not getting Onslaught. Ever. You're not gonna get Onslaught. In my personal opinion, if you haven't gotten Onslaught yet, and you don't know for a fact that your guild is considering you for Onslaught, take this belt. It's good enough. It will carry you into Naxxramas very easily, and it's very strong. If your guild wants to give you Triad Girdle, get the fuck out of this guild. That's an insult. That's an insult to injury. Because the upgrade between this and Triad Girdle is so minimal. Don't take this. Like, you compare this here, right? 1256. 1258. Like, don't get baited. Don't take Triad Girdle, guys. Like, don't do it. That's a bait. If you are in Triad Girdle jail, I can't help you out of it. There's no argument anymore. If you're in Belt of Never-Ending Agony jail, you're fucked as well. What I want to say is, at the end of the day, we all know Onslaught stays your biz. Now we're gonna do some math. We're gonna do some math about legs. There's 3 legs we gonna compare with each other today. I just looked at something, and I don't like it. Look at those numbers, guys. I don't like it. But those legs are an actual option. Yeah. So these legs are 12 attack power better than Martial Plate legs. And I hate it. I really hate it. Let me write a little bit stuff down here. Scaled and 12 AP upgrade. Don't do this. I mean, the numbers don't lie, man. Like, what can I do? We're turning into an enhancement shaman with this one. Now, I'm not making this up, guys. Like, not the scalies. They are 12 attack power better. They are flat 12 attack power upgrade. Yep. You lose a hit though. So based on our calculations, guys, it's only a 2 attack power upgrade. So we can breathe, guys. We don't need to be the scalies. Only 2 attack power. Only 2 attack power, guys. We are safe. I wouldn't take them. All jokes aside, even if someone offers them to me, I would probably say no thank you. No. Like, I have no reason. but I would make one up on the spot. I would not wear them. There's a limit. Like the armor for... Yeah, it's a good reason. Good enough counts for me. Not endless rage, or you like 12% hit. We have 6% hit right now in full bis. Wow, where do you see 12% hit? We are not at even 8% hit. But yeah, the actual legs we should look at are Conqueror's leg guards and Titanics, which can be crafted. My personal opinion to Titanic leg guards is, or Titanic leggings is no. Someone asked me to make them for myself, I will say no. I am not wearing them. They have 0 stamina. I'm not using those. Mathematically, we can compare them now. I'm not Lionhearting post Twins Trash on Next. Honestly, you can. You shouldn't, but you can. But we can talk about trash gear in a second as well, and what I would use on trash. Scaled Sand Reaver plus Triad Girdle is this shit. Split Warrior Extraordinary combo. Yeah. And then you get Slime Kickers on top of it or something from AQ20. Slime Kicker, AQ20 Mace, main hand, and then like, I don't know, like CG Sword offhand or some shit. Yeah, let's ignore that those exist. They don't exist, guys. We don't look at them. So the legs we want to look at are Conqueror's leg guards. Trust. Armament Mace over with Sand Polish main. Yeah, that's the set, man. Or how's the mace called from Razor Gore main hand? Spine Shatter, like the server. That thing. If you have that, if your guild offers you this, your guild hates you. Your guild doesn't respect you as a member. But yeah, let's compare some legs, guys. Holy shit, I'm laughing so much. So we are looking at 1304, 1304, 6, 33.74 versus 1270, 6, 34.39. And then we are looking at Titanics. Wait, Dali has that weapon on the second warrior? Yeah. I stick to what I said about it. Your guild does not respect you if you get a Spine Shatter. Even if it's for your ult. I love Dali, but that weapon would have made me quit. Titanics. Here 2.5. Rank 12. So no matter what, 10 AP. Sorry guys, this is gonna take a second. So, this website is unusable due to wrong model for boots. That is true. I'm pretty triggered by this shit as well. Here, 2.5 just close to any for ally, right? Based on our calculations, Demos, it is better by, what was it, guys? 1 AP or 2 AP? I think we said 1 or 2 AP. Effective AP. Not enough for me to wear it. Technically better, though. 2 AP. Okay, see? Was better by 2 attack power. So, about the legs, guys. This is not 100% accurate. But based on what I just calculated, for raw DPS, tier 2.5 wins every single time. Would I personally wear tier 2.5? No, I wouldn't. For multiple reasons. A, I value the 2 set a lot. But for raw DPS, tier 2.5 wins. Right after it is Titanics, actually. Titanics, based on what I calculated now, is 2 AP worse than tier 2.5. Should you ever craft Titanic leg plates? No, you shouldn't. I think they are trapped all around. They're just not good itemized. Tier 2.5 is theoretically your base. However, I personally would run rank 12 legs. What are you simming with? I don't sim, that's the whole thing. So what I do is, I compare the values to each other that we are getting with Kings and Spirit of Thunder, and then I have stat values in my head that we are comparing with. I, as an example, calculate an additional hit as 10 AP, and I calculate a full crit as 30 attack power, and then we can compare the items. This is not the most mathematically realistic or right way to do it, but it's an easy way to do it to make it understandable for people that don't sit in front of a WoW sim every day. Because what a lot of people don't understand with simulations is the default settings on those are usually really, really bad and really not accurate. They're good enough to compare 2 items, but I think it's more important to teach people how to compare items. I'm a fan of Brutality, Bracer and the Crossbow, damage and stam. Yeah, 100%. Same. Same. Actually though, I would love to throw this in a sim. And if you guys don't mind, does someone have the Wummel sim link? I thought I lost it. I sim stuff so rarely that I don't have it. Any one of you have the link to the Guybrush sim? Guybrush. We can actually pull out the sim for that. Because the legs are so close to each other that I would like to see a more... Here we go. Hey, this is a sim. Thank you, Kalle. So, weapons. Let's actually throw everything in there like we have it right now. First of all, let me see the settings. So, excuse me guys, I haven't used the sim in quite a while. Torch of the Holy Flame. Most of you won't have it, so we're not gonna use it. Boggling Roots, everyone can buy this. Same shit. All this makes no difference. Consumes are correct. If anyone sees something that is not correct, please let me know. Minimum 50 seconds is very long. Let's say between I think Sims always had an issue if you go below 30 because of Death Wish. So let's go to 31 to 45. Do some more iterations, like 100,000. Boggling Root, 8 gold. Okay, simming without Boggling Root. Technically, all the settings don't matter right now. Because we just want to face value compare to items. Battle Shout, what does this mean? Enabled? I mean, yeah, we have Battle Shout, I hope. We are using Blood Rage. Yeah, we use Blood Rage. Sure. We don't use Wreck. We use 31 seconds from the end of the fight. So we need to change this to 32 to make it work, I think. We can disable Rage Pod. No, I cannot. Blood first. And you need to enable Heroic Strike. We Q and unqueue. Roids. Sure. Okay, let's see. Longsword, we said. Swift Blade, we said. When you don't have full base, Lionheart feels like such a cope. No stamina. Helm of Endless Rage is a better option. Lionheart is just more damage. Like, I agree that stamina is important. But it is better. Period. Like, you can calculate it and sim this back and forth. You're always gonna come out with Lionheart on top. Where's the gun? Oh, why isn't this sorted by phases or something? (16 attack power). We should find it fast here. Yeah, Helm of Endless Rage on trash. Ferocity is correct. And Barbed Choker. Wicked Revenge. Sim DPS is unrealistic because it doesn't factor in survivability and aggro. Yes and no. So what a simulation does, it assumes you can DPS for the entire fight no matter what. Which in most cases is the case. I have not had threat issues for a very, very long time. I have many items like Striker's Mark and everything, so I'm always at good hit. When I use Lionheart, I'm at like 10% hit. Yeah, but hit always keeps value. Hit value doesn't shrink to 0 after you hit cap. That's not the case. Hit always keeps some value. And we here, right now, we are valuing it with 10 attack power. And I want to just say this again, because I don't think everyone understood. We are not looking at this DPS number now and saying, this is the DPS we're gonna do. This is not what we are using the sim for. We are using the simulation to compare two items with each other. Even over 10%, yes. Up to like 20, is it 21 offhand or something? I think it's 21. Which you're never gonna reach. The assumption is you are not perfectly Heroic Strike queuing and cancelling. If you think you do this perfect every single time, respect, man. But then you wouldn't need to watch a like a stream on what to gear with, really. Hive Defiler, Goas, Agility Enchant. Oh no, now I spoiled it, guys. Gauntlets of Annihilation is your biz. Fuck, I spoiled it. I didn't mean to. For argument's sake, just to keep it clean, we're gonna sim with passive trinkets now. This is Carnage. Don't give a shit. Get DPS. They should throw out every single item now. I've been doing tubers while watching this. I'm at 62 at the moment. Nice, man. Farm your tubers, guys. Cloudkeeper Biz. Cloudkeepers are better than any other leg option in the game if you're using it on a short fight, yes. They will be for the entire game. It's the one thing that surprises me the most, that not more people use Cloudkeepers on boss fights. Because they are Abyss, period. There's nothing better. However, you can't use them on the same fights you use a Trinket on. That is the problem. I was thinking about Heroic Strike Q cancelling during execute. Is it good? Yeah. If you can do it, it's very good. What's the fight length? 32 to 45 seconds, which is very realistic, I think, for the top guilds. Yeah, if we are looking at it now, look, and this is the problem I have with simulations. Let's see the stat weights. No, it's not a big gain. Of course not. And here we're gonna see a yeah, and this is the problem, guys. Simulations value extra hit beyond cap with like basically the same as crit, which it's just wrong. Like, this is just a wrong value, and this is why sims are so unreliable. So we're gonna ignore the existence of Titanics for my. Guybrush only does the bullshit with it. The WoW Sims 1 is decent. Interesting. I'm gonna look into it later. Okay, we have Conqueror's leg plates and rank 12 legs. Those are the ones I wanted to compare, so let's see. Guybrush also massively overvalues EDE. If you sim Cleave and level 62, you get closer to the estimate for AP values. Interesting. The Womits one does the same at this point, Sasha. I tried it before. Thank you, man. But yeah, if you see... So, according to the sim, we are losing 9 DPS with tier 2.5 versus rank 12 legs, which is roughly what I figured out with mine as well. We can compare it in the other sim, like the WoW sims, if you guys say it's more accurate. Let's do this. I used this recently, I think. Face AQ. Yeah, I did this, Masura, but it's still not the results we, as a community, came up with. Really, it's not even close. Swiftblade. Poggies, how are you doing? Hey, Zack City, how are you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Again, spoiler alert, guys. We haven't talked about gloves yet. Gauntlets of Annihilation are your bits. Again, we're gonna use the we're gonna use static trinkets to make it easier. Now let's look at the settings here. Potions. No, we are not using a potion. Sure, we can use Titans. Seven Aggie, better than minor speed. Yes, 100% Oggy. Minor speed does not stack with CG speed increase from the CG world buff. So there's no reason to run minor speed anymore, except for open world stuff. Starting rage 0. Stand snapshot in front of target, no. Distance doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No. 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 CG buff. Improved expos. But what if we don't have world buffs? Doing great, man. We're gonna find a speedrun tomorrow. You played an insane remix of I Do Coke yesterday. Any chance you're gonna laying around somewhere? Yeah. Write me on Discord, man. I will look it up later. Looking at the legs again, shouldn't 2.3 just be better? Yeah, they are just better, but I want to see how minor it is. It is very, very, very little. Change race and duration too. Yeah, of course, I will. Oh yeah, it's unknown. The superior race, by the way, guys. Not in my AQ20 groups. Damn. Okay, talents. That's basic bitch warrior spec. Rotation, yeah, I'm not DPS, no wreck. Yeah, I guess that's correct. Okay, simulate. Let's see. Save as reference. Now we take those. Simulate. Okay, so here it's 4 point. Let's see the stat weights. Up to 10k or 30k. Simulate. Let's see if that changes anything. Maybe 50k was a little much. You cranked it? I cranked it. Oh, I can hear my PC now. So 1680. 1680. .97. Change the legs. Okay, come, we do 50k again. But yeah, it is very close to what I think it is. It's about 5 DPS. Missing 2 hit from chocolate, people said. Like I said again, this is about comparing 2 items. This is not about, oh, look how much DPS I can do. The sim tells me I can do 1600 DPS. I can do more than 1600 DPS already. So does that mean I play better than the sim? No, it doesn't. It just means I got more lucky. So yeah, it's pretty spot on. 5 DPS difference between those. Which means they're better. And now the most important thing at all in the whole phase. You can replace your greater strength, which is cope anyway, because 1 haste is better than 7 strength. And you go 15 agility. By the way, for the tanks that are watching, you go 15 agility as a tank as well. You are not going fret. Thank you. Don't be that guy. Don't come to raid and be like, look at my cool 2 fret enchant. No, go 15 agility. But yeah, jokes aside, gloves. Keep one thing in mind here, guys. You are all in guilds or you're running in regular groups. If you are pugging, I'm not talking to you right now. You can, I don't know, do something else right now for a second. Not every one of you will get Gauntlets of Annihilation. I know this hurts. I know you're sad now, but you need to accept this. Not everyone is gonna get Gauntlets of Annihilation. There's people that play Era for the last 4 years and they still don't have Gauntlets of Annihilation. They are very rare. But if you can get them, they are your best gloves in the entire game. If you're not getting them, it doesn't mean that your loot council hates you. It just means they are not dropping. Yeah, I'm getting them. Okay. If you are a tank in a guild, and I don't care if you're a horde or if you're alliance, and you give yourself, because you're in the loot council as well, Gauntlets of Annihilation over your big pumpas, that's not okay. I'm sorry to say it, you are not taking Goas as a tank. That's just not okay. There's plenty of glove options for you. None of them is Gauntlets of Annihilation. No binding runs for Goa main tank. Honestly, if my main tank takes Goas, man, I just don't come to raid anymore. Because I don't want to raid with him. And I say that as a gnome. Like, all jokes aside, of course, yeah, if you're a tank, don't take Goas. They are technically your biz. And when we are making the tank list in a bit, I will not include them. I will not include Goas in the tank biz list. They are technically your biz. I refuse to put them on there because I think it's a joke. Does Horde Tank even care about it? You know, man, I've seen people do really, really wild stuff with loot. I would not put it past people to take Goas on Edge Master users. But yeah, let's click. This is the last click for the set. Aren't we beautiful in this phase? Noel will have them 100%. Batch is a threat trinket. Threat on trash. This is how we're gonna look, guys. This is it. Those shoulders make you look like a bitch, though. Those shoulders are better, though. We calculated it together. They are better. Can you compare leather gloves with Goas? Yes, we will do this. ZST, thank you for the follow, man. By the way, guys, shameless thing to say, I know, but if you haven't followed yet, would really, really be happy about it. So give me some follows. Obi-Gunky and Nobi, thank you, man, thank you. 80 Sim 2.6 versus Annihilation on 50 cracks. Brother Fitter, thank you, man. Techno, thank you, man. Thank you, guys. But yeah, this is what you are. Thanks for the follow, guys. What are your thoughts on DPS Orc Warriors running edgies with Cleaver mainhand, quick blend offense? See this a lot on Night Slayer. I think it's just better. Before Gauntlets of Annihilation, for pure boss passing, Edgemasters are your biz. Straight up, they're better than Flame Guards. So, for pure boss passing, they're technically better. Yo, thanks for the sub, man. Thank you, dude. Ally tanks can just use Steadfast, but I won't be surprised if tanks will go for go. Yeah, ally tanks should use Steadfast. But guys, we are not done here. I have many plans more for more gear sets that we're gonna look into now. What are your thoughts on CG gloves versus Flame Guards? I prefer Flame Guards because of the stamina. DPS wise, Flame Guards are like 2 DPS ahead, which is basically nothing. But I would prefer Flame Guards just for the stamina. But yeah, guys, what I want to do now, and I think this is more interesting as well, after we looked at what we all not gonna achieve, let's look at realistic options that we can achieve, where we put in a lot of work ourselves, and then we grab some rewards from the guild raids. Not everything, just some, you know? Let's look at that, shall we? What we do for this is, we're gonna make a copy of this. Let's make a copy. We're gonna call it realistic. And we can, I hope you all have your own opinions on this as well. And maybe we have some Loot Council guys here that already made up their mind on things. But I think we're gonna look at something realistic now. And then I'm gonna show you my own personal goals for the phase on my gnome. Let's start here though. Lionheart, everyone has that. Barb Choker, don't give a shit about this item personally. I have an Eye of Akar and I will get a second Eye of Akar on another warrior, and I have 2 more warriors coming that I can't tell you too much about yet. Sorry guys, just restarting music for a second. I have 2 more warriors incoming to play on Thrash. I can't tell you all the details yet, but I will stream as soon as they are done. And on all of them, I will aim for Eye of Akar as my neck. Because Eye of Akar, like I said, 4 AP worse than the Biz neck. You can get it yourself. Just host your own CGs, main tank it, hard res it, GG. Shoulders. Assuming you're rank 14, just keep your ranking shoulders, man. There's no reason not to. Just keep them. They're good. They're good enough. They're so minimal. Just keep them. And also, you don't look like a fucking, you know, you don't look weird. Cloak. We already know that. Everyone can get this cloak. Thanks for the follow, dude. And Car and Noah, thank you all, guys. And thanks for the sub as well. Like, amazing. Really appreciate it. Chest. I personally think getting tier 2.5 or Breastplate of Annihilation is realistic. Getting one of them is fine. My favorite would be tier 2.5. We can keep SGC in for now. We're gonna compare the 2 sets, by the way, in a bit. So we're gonna keep in SGC. Bracers. Bracers of Brutality. Put in the effort, host your own runs, get them. It's gonna take you maybe a long time, but you are a warrior. You can tank. Means you have an easy time making your own run and just hard resing, in my opinion. If you don't like hard resing stuff, I respect that a lot. But then it's gonna take longer for you to get gear. It's just how it is. Swords, they stay the same. Range weapon. I don't think you can realistically get crossbow. The thing is super rare. The 10% drop chance are a joke. I think it's more like 5. Honestly, man, even Bloodseeker is still very good. Why not? Because crossbow is super low drop chance. It's super low drop chance and it's really annoying to get. But yeah, as I said, Bloodseeker, honestly, is still very good. That's good. It's a good item to have. Badge, say bye-bye to badge. If we want to be realistic, you're not getting badge. Rings. I think at this point, it is realistic to get one of the 3 rings if you are a consistent member in a raiding guild. Either Quick Strike, Coaf, or for the Horde Boys, Ring of Kiraji Fury. All those 3 rings are basically identical on paper. So just for argument's sake, because I have it as well, we're gonna use Quick Strike as a second ring, Don Julio's or Master Dragon Slayer. Master Dragon Slayer is a 2 AP upgrade to Don Julio's based on my calculation. If you are valuing crit over 30 attack power, it is worse than Don Julio's. If you're valuing it under 30 attack power, Master Dragon Slayer is much better. I think getting Master Dragon Slayer is realistic, so we're gonna put it in. Legs. And this is the big thing I wanted to talk to and why I put so much time into the leg comparison. I will run for the entirety of the game rank 13 shoulders and rank 12 legs. I don't see the point in upgrading either of those slots and would rather put my prios on other items all the time. I think this is the play. I think you should just run those 2. Any disagreeers? I think it's realistic to say this is good. Belt. Belt is difficult. Because I've seen quite a lot of Onslaught. Wasn't there an argument for pre-piece in AQ40? I will talk about that in a second when we look at the gloves, at the shoes. But Carnage and Apocalypse Man? Yeah, but you have 20 warriors. The Nux phase is going to be very, very short. I would not think about those on... And for me personally, guys, and I don't know, maybe some of the Era players see it the same way. When Nux releases on Fresh, like, for me, it's kind of over at that point. Because if I want to play Nux Ramas, I just lock on my Era warrior that is already full biz and I have, like, actual crank rates where I can full-on pump. Versus playing a warrior that has, like, rank 14 weapons. Sounds more attractive to me, at least. Anywho. Belt. Realistic belt option, obviously CG belt. I think Never Ending Agony is realistic. I honestly think at this point even Onslaught is realistic. But some of you don't have it and some of you will never see it. So we're gonna say CG belt. CG belt you have. If you don't have a CG belt, get your ass into Sulguru right now. Like, literally, close the stream, go to CG. Like, you are not allowed to watch the stream if you don't have CG belt. Go to CG right now. Gloves. Flame Guards, Sacrificial, or Enforcement. Pretty much everyone has sacrificials. Let's be real. Sule, where Sule? Like, everyone is gonna have one of those gloves. For argument's sake, we're gonna take Gloves of Enforcement, and I also want to compare Glove of Enforcement to Goers, which we're gonna do in the sim now. Cranked up 50,000 iteration sim. Ah, that's the wrong one. Let's take this. I want to see math on Goers versus Enforcement. Yeah, we're gonna do this now. So we're gonna go. Here we go. Let's not do 50,000 again. Let's do 20. Okay? 20,000 is enough. Wait, guys, we just gained 2 DPS versus the sim before. Does that mean all our results are wrong now? Or does that mean the sim is shit? I don't know. This is our reference. Now we look at Gloves of Enforcement. What is happening, guys? Gloves of Enforcement are nearly the same as Goers. Oh no, it's 5 DPS. Nah, Wayne, but I also won't do it because doesn't fit to what I preach people. I preach people to focus on basics at all times, and basics have nothing to do with swapping weapons around for bosses and whatnot. Okay, always keep in mind, like, I'm making those streams not only for the top people, because honestly, the top people know what they're gonna wear and which items they're gonna equip. And in my opinion, someone that is at the point where, you know, he watches a stream for like 2 hours where we are talking about gear, not only for entertaining purpose, but also for educational purpose, should not fuck around with weapon swaps. If I don't know if I worded that in a good way, but I just feel that way about it. I will never recommend people weapon swapping. Like, I don't think it's... Like, I don't think it's realistic to expect. 5 DPS, unplayable. Guys, we're eating good. Fuck the rogues. Yeah, so what we see here is now we are looking at around 5 DPS. But Drust told you that Saffron Fist is Bisman. Then Drust lied, because King's Fall is actually better by like 1 DPS. He was lying to you. He's a weaselly little liar. Jokes aside, love Drust. But yeah, King's Fall is technically better on Trash than Saffron Claw, but yeah. It also costs a lot to switch weapons, because Sharpening Stones, yeah, exactly. And if you know that you are capable of doing this without fucking it up while keeping up all your Sharpening Stones, you wouldn't need it explained why it could be better. That is my thought process on there. I hope that's okay. But yeah, Gloves of Enforcement, we're gonna take those, and now we're gonna compare 2 sets. Oh my god, guys. Do you see this? Oh no, we didn't do boots. Ha! Go back. We didn't do boots. What are we doing with the boots, guys? We have a few options here. The most realistic thing... Can I ask one last question before going to bed? Gonna go up early? Yeah, of course, man. You can ask 100 questions if you want. But about boots... I think realistically you're gonna have your rank 12 boots. Everyone is gonna have them. Let's be real here. But, and they are an upgrade, you could get Vanguard. And you can get Vanguard on your own time. So if we are comparing rank 12 to Vanguard, 10 agility, that's half a crit. 4 strength. 8 attack power. Pretty big, a big upgrade. -1 hit is -10 attack power. I think it's realistic to assume you can get Vanguards on your own time, and I will try to do it. If you would make a realistic top 5 wish list, what items would you put in what order? Personally, Batch, Goas, Tier 2.5 chest, Cloak, Eye of Cthulhu. No, I would put Eye of Cthulhu before the Tier 2.5 chest. So Batch, Goas, Eye of Cthulhu, Tier 2.5 chest, and the gun, Uru gun. Because I think those items have the most long-term value. Pretty much this. This is what I would do, yeah. Batch, Goas, Eye of Cthulhu, gun, and then Tier 2.5 chest. Tier 2.5 chest the lowest. Batch you're gonna play forever, Goas you're gonna play forever, Eye of Cthulhu is pretty much forever, gun is also pretty much forever, and Tier 2.5 chest is just very, very good. But yeah, I think Boots of the Vanguard list I made is nearly exactly the same. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. Oh yeah, Hive Defilers. I wouldn't even put Hive Defilers on there, because I will get Brutality Bracers. So I'm not... Like, Hive Defilers are Biz. Tier 2.5 over any. Personally, yes. Mathematically, no. I would take Tier 2.5 over an Annihilation chest, if I have the choice. If I don't have the choice, I just take whatever drops. Take upgrades over, like, without thinking. If someone offers you an upgrade, take it. Don't think about long-term consequences. Just take it. Take everything you can get and give nothing back. Live like a pirate. Realistically, Tier 2.5 will go nearly all the way unless you're lucky on GST. I mean, you can trash farm Naxxramas, which I think with the server size we have now is gonna happen quite a lot. You can get your MSAs, your Gurskin tunics, and trash farms. So. But yeah, for me personally, the game is over when Nax released. Like, I will play Nax, I will have fun with the boys, but if I want to crank in Nax, I go Era. But yeah, let's compare the two sets. Base 5 Biz. So... Wait, which one does it show me now as the... Ooh? Now I'm confused. This website fucked? The thing with chess is how often does any drop? A lot, because it feels like a lot less contested than 2.5, any more realistic. Hard to say how much it drops, really. Like, the drop rates are really, really unreliable from my experience. But yeah, if you look at it right now, we are only... quote-unquote losing, according to this. Chest and gun are more likely to happen. Of the 5 items, realistically, chest and gun are more likely to happen. I think chest is more likely to happen. The gun is rare-ish and everyone wants it. And about the gun, guys, I'm gonna tell you out of experience, there is gonna be hunters, especially when you're in a more casual guild. There's gonna be hunters being like, oh, this gun is biz for me, I need this, I need this. Like, shut them down as fast as you can. Guns on hunters are complete cope. But yeah, let's actually compare this a little bit. So in the full biz, we are only gaining 1.35 crit. And only 67. Honestly, boys, that's not a lot. Like, that is not a lot that we are gaining to full biz. So I think if you can achieve this, you are more than well geared. Like, this is a very geared warrior in comparison. And if we say you would add like one big ticket item to this now, I would personally take badge over everything. That badge though won't reflect in stats. That is true, babe. I didn't think about that. That is true. So it's 20 AP actually. Let me equip a trinket here with no values. Flask. Compare this again. Yeah, okay. Then it's 100 attack power plus 1.3 crit, so about 110 attack power effectively difference between the sets. That's a hunter group. Like, it's roughly hunter group difference. Okay, good night, man. Good night. Thanks for being here. 100 attack power difference to full biz. I think we put something really, really strong here together. You actually have more HP. You have a lot less armor due to the boots. But you have more HP. I think this is a pretty good setup. I think this is solid. Considering, like, the only hard contested item in this is really GOEs and Quick Strike. Everything else you can kind of work towards to yourself. I think this is really good. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this. I think you guys should be too. This is pretty nice. Agree with the set? Awesome. Awesome. 100% a set we should go for. As always, guys, I will post all those sets in a separate Discord channel. On my Discord later, I will make a nice post, explain some little key points to the sets. But yeah, I think this is more than solid. Talk to yourself, full fucking biz, boys. That's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. And everything is interchangeable. If you can get Hive Defilers, just take him. If you can get Chromatics, take him. If you can get an Onslaught, just throw it in. Counts for every single item here. So yeah, this looks really good. What shall we do next, guys? Tank or Orc? Do we have Horde boys in the chat? Any Hordes? Orca? Anyone wants to see Orca? Orc, Orc, Orc. Okay, okay. Horde boys are coming. Orc, Orc, Orc. Yeah, let's do Orca then. Gnome. Yes, we gonna do meme race as well. Meme race, actually quite fun. Orca. We can copy the sets to another character, I think, right? Existing character. Oh, which is the character? I think it's Orca. Ugh! Ooh, this is ugly. Ooh! I don't want to look at that. First thing we need to do, guys. Gnome's not a meme, it's a lifestyle. Hell yeah, brother. I agree so much with that. Yeah, Orc this. It's really only the weapons we need to talk about here. And the weapons we need to compare. We all know for a fact, and Cruel is your Abyss offhand. Period. But now there's main hands. High Warlord's Cleaver versus a BQWA. How much is it? Like 1 weapon DPS? Yeah, 1.1 DPS on weapon versus 14 attack power. Okay, we are done. That was easier than I thought. We can compare the rank 12 legs again. Or the Orc here, Cruel, of course, of course. The question is... 28. Ooh, boys. Ooh, boy. Nope. So... the Conqueror's legs... Match not having Cruel, I can't. Argument for Titanics on Horde. There is always an argument for Titanics on Horde, but I will never recommend those legs. If you want to sim them... Yeah, it is, Pepega. This is your best ring on Horde. This one. Straight better. But let's look at legs first. About the Titanics, I will never recommend Titanics. I think they're a massive noob trap. Even if they come out a tiny bit better, I would not recommend them to people. Because it's just... no. You should not have a leg slot with 0 stamina ever equipped. We can sim it if you want, but the sim is gonna overvalue the hit massively. If I calculate it out, then Titanics might be like a tiny bit better. My personal recommendation is gonna be General's Plate Legs here. Let's actually look into it, because people kinda want to know for Titanics, right? So... Titanics. Ugh. Ugh, disgusting. 1254. 8 hit. 3164 crit. 1262. So that is 8. 8 AP worse. 0.2 crit worse. And 1 hit. Nope. Tier 2.5 are slightly better. Tier 2.5 are a tiny bit better. However, Titanics are better than the ranking legs. So if you want to run Titanics, go for it. I will not recommend it. I will never recommend those legs. Tier 2.5 legs are your biz. Breastplate of Annihilation, I know for a fact is even better on Horde than it is on Alliance. So that stays biz. And everything else should not change, as far as I know. But yeah, this should be your best setup for Horde. Do I miss something? Are we missing something? Noah, thanks for the follow, man. And Car, also thanks for the follow. My orc is rank 12 with Cruel Doom's Edge. Should I focus on getting Pizza Cutter for main hand? Yes, 100%. 100%. Because Cruel main hand is awful to play. Just feels bad with 2.3 speed. Are the shoulders better on Horde? Maybe that's a good point. We can look into that. So it's 0.8 crit versus 8 attack power and 1 hit, so 18 attack power in total. 0.8 crit is about 0.8 times 30, 24. No, they are still better. Still a tiny bit better. Even less than on Alliance. But they are a tiny bit better. My recommendation on Horde is the same as on Alliance. That you should run Warlords plus Warlords all the way. This is my recommendation on Horde and will stay my recommendation for the entire game. And my biggest recommendation is don't play with Showham. Like, if you want a recommendation from me personally, it's always going to be play rank 13 2-set for the entire game. It's such a big chunk of survivability, it is worth it. But in reality, if you're going for pure single target without wrecking, so it's not a pass set, a pure single target set, then you run this, technically. What Tabard is this, on Horde as on Alliance, it is the Warsong Tabard. Rank 10 shoulders and helm on Horde. We can look into it, sure. So the best balance. 1310. 1310. 6 hit. And 30.09 versus 1262 7 and 31.84. So 10, that is 1272. $1,202. Oh, boys. We on to something. Yo, boys, you're gonna like this. Rank 10, 2-set, comes out on top. I can tell you the exact value in 1 second. It's, 75. By 12 AP. Rank 10 2 set is better on Horde. By 12 attack power. Noxum, that's the way we calculate things. So we calculate everything into attack power. Every single stat. Hit, crit, everything gets calculated into attack power. And at the end of the day, it comes out to 12 attack power. Oh no, wait, I did a mistake here. It's actually the other way around. No, guys. I did a mistake here in my calculations. Lionheart wins by 12 AP. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I confused all of you now and myself. Lionheart is winning by 12 effective attack power. Delete the tape, guys. Lionheart is winning. Yep, Lionheart is winning. Thank God, thank God. I mean, I love the rank 10-2 set, man. I would love to run it, but yeah. So I think this is everything we can check on Horde. Yeah, Brutality Bracers are never better. Rank 10 bis for Morg, hell yeah. But Transmog is cringe. So yeah, we can save this as this orc. The orcs have won. This is what you should run. So the last one, or the last two sets, if you check the hit bracers aren't better. I can tell you that for fact. I don't need to calculate that. So you're looking at 16 agility, which is not even a crit. 15 strength is 30 attack power from 15 strength. 16 agility is about 22 attack power. 52 attack power plus the 10 is 62. You're looking at 40, that's more. Rank 10 Horde shoulders with Cartoon Cloak is the only combo I show Cloak on. No. Don't show Cloak. Don't do that. Yeah, guys, orc are done. Should we look into tanking now? I think tanking is the next logical step. I have a mosquito on my screen, and I really don't like it. Now it's gone. Let's look into tanking. About the tanking thing, I will say one thing now. I will make a tanking set that I think you should run. Tanking is not like DPSing. There is no cut and clear answer for your guild. As a tank myself, I can tell you that most tanks that I have ever encountered go overboard with threat items. Straight up. They just go overboard with it. They are equipping shit just for the sake of equipping it. 99% of guilds, if you look in their logs, you will see that the tank has way more gear than he should actually wear. Because they are coping. And 80% of tanks I know are also terrible tanks. Which kinda also shows why they are wearing so much gear. It's because they are, you know, they're compensating for bad gameplay. There is no bis tank set. I want to say that before, and I want to make this very clear. If I show you a tank bis list now, This does not mean this is the set you should wear literally everywhere in the entire game. That is not how tanking works. And if you are a good tank, you already know that. But we're gonna look at options and which items I would personally prioritize. I tanked for quite a long time, and I tanked in pretty good guilds, and I tanked in pretty good runs. But I also tanked in very bad guilds and very bad runs, where I had to adjust my HP based on the healing that I could get in those raids. Same for my enchants. So I would say for myself, I have the experience required to talk about this shit. How do you feel about tanks taking Gores over Steadfast? They should... you know, in Minecraft, when you dig a very, very deep hole and there's lava at the bottom, they should jump in there. In-game, of course. But yeah, let's start. In my opinion, the undisputed best tank helm in the game is Helm of Endless Rage. The next thing, you are running CG enchants. Me, Tragor, Windforce, and a lot of other very, very good tanks have time and time proven again that there's absolutely zero fucking reason to run 8 agility on your tanking gear. If you think you need 8 agility to tank, you are a bad tank. You can run it, it is more fun maybe, but it's absolutely unnecessary and just puts stress on healers that is unnecessary. Period. There's no argument to make. I'm also specifically talking about main tanking here. As an off tank, I would make different choices. So keep that in mind. Shoulders. In my opinion, rank 13. You're gonna run the rank 13 2 set. We can already put the legs in. You run this for the entirety of the game. To prove what I'm saying here is not like cope from my side, I want to show you my full bis warrior on Era when I find it. Where is it? Oh yeah, here we go. Even on Era still, this is my warrior on Era, I am still running this 2 set. And you will run this for the entirety of the game. But I don't want to do CG to get enchant. You should do CG anyway for the rest of your guild. That's why you are main tank and you're getting funneled gear pieces like crazy, so you are supporting the guild. Neck. Look man, if you are in the top 1, 2 or 3 guilds and you think Barbed Choker is an upgrade for you that you should take over your DPS warriors, yeah, Tragor is running 8 agility on his Helm of Endless Rage on Fresh, that is true, on his ult. I don't think he's running it on his main, and if so, then I can't help him. Then he's quite frankly wrong about it. In my personal opinion, leave your grimy ass hands away from Barbed Choker, just run your Oni neck. Like, you can't argue this. You actually cannot argue for Barbed Choker on the tank. Just take Oni neck, it's fine. If you don't want to run Oni neck and you need something more chunky, Mark of Cthulhu is very, very good. He's running +8 on his main as well that I do not understand, and I can't follow his thought process there. I had long talks with him back then about CG enchants. I don't think he does it for the reason you think he does. He's a very, very good tank. He's really, really capable. I don't think he's running 8 edgy because he needs it. Anyway, if you want more mitigation, Mark of Cthulhu is your best mitigation neck in the game. I personally would run Oni neck as a tank. Shoulders we talked about. Cloak of Cthulhu. You're running Dodge Enchant. It's new in AQ40, just run the Dodge Enchant. Chest-wise, tier 2.5 is your best chest for tanking. In my opinion, tanks should take the first sets, like the first 3 or 4 sets should just go to tanks of all the items they want to take. Bracers. If you put in the effort yourself, get Bracers of Brutality. This is what I would prefer running as well, and I would run them with a Stamina enchant as a main tank. With a Stamina enchant, you are nearly looking at 20 Stamina here. And 21 Strength, 12 Agility. This is just... like, this is perfect itemization for a Fury Proc tank. Weapon, I don't think we need to talk about that. We all know it. Run Thunder Fury. If you have Thunder Fury, you run Thunder Fury. Why is Thunder Fury not in here? Thunder Fury. Here it is. You want to run Thunder Fury. If your guild doesn't give you Thunder Fury as a main tank, go to another guild. Go to a guild that respects you. But yeah, Thunder Fury and Grand Marshal Swiftblade should stay your biz until THC. Some people say Maladav. I've seen new calculations where it isn't like as good as people say it is. If you don't have Thunder Fury, my personal go-to is running Swiftblade, and I like running a slow offhand. I personally like Swiftblade main hand and a slow offhand for tanking. The reason for that is when you're going from trash pack to trash pack and you overspend your rage, which can happen. A good offhand hit from a slower weapon gives you more rage. So this feels a lot smoother. Technically, in terms of raw TPS, 2 times fast is better. I hope that's understandable. But yeah. We're gonna change it to Thunder Fury again. Casting on main tank, if he isn't a meme race, there's no reason to. Like, if he's a full dagger tank, then yes, 100%. We can look into dagger options in a second, so the Horde Andes also have something to look at. If you're the main tank and you don't have Thunder Fury yet and you're running daggers, you should take Death Sting and Pugio first over everyone else. It's actually a very, very good option. Gloves. No, 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 no. Don't even think about it. Gauntlets of Steadfast Detonation. You run them forever. Why not use slow offhand? This is the slow offhand. But yeah, Steadfast of Determination. Same for Brutality Bracers. You, like, those gloves are just perfectly itemized for tanking. It's one of the rare pieces in vanilla that are just really, really well itemized for tanking. So it's a must. Double Crusader with double agility. Double agility has never been better, or agility plus Crusader has never been better than double Crusader. It's always been just, as you said, a debuff or a buff cap thing. It's just a buff cap thing. So, yeah, you don't run agility on your offhand anymore. Belt. Controversial opinion, guys. If you are in a top guild, like a top guild, like top 20, let's say, I would give one Onslaught Girdle to your main tank. I would. I think it's a good investment on a main tank. It's a great hit option. So I think your main tank should grab an Onslaught Girdle at one point. Not the first one, not the third one. Maybe like the 5th or 6th one. Should give your main tank one, for sure. So I will keep Onslaught in there. think it's realistic. Boots. You have Onslaught as a tank. Do you pass on Mentor? No, you don't pass on stuff as a main tank. You're in a top 500 guild, and your main tank takes Onslaught Girdle, leave the guild, join another one. Because if you're watching my stream and you understand even half of what I'm saying, you're already better than the top 500 anyway. So join a guild that suits your skill level. No, but you're not passing on Mentor, no. For sure not. Boots. Chromatics are your best, and I will keep them in here. I will say though, personally, I would not take them. What I would do as a main tank in a guild, I would run boots and shoulders, and then just run the tier 2.5 legs with presence of mind. But technically, it's better by a tiny margin to run the legs with chromatics. For argument's sake, we're gonna put it like this though. So this is what I would run if I would not be a loot whore in a guild. Let's say it like this. Ring. You don't run Quick Strike, don't even think about taking that. You want Ring of the Godslayer. This is tank prio, 100%. No one else should get this ring. How do you feel about rank 12 boots, pants, and DTP for the 1%? That's no. I wouldn't. Like personally, I wouldn't. I would only do this if you are only rank 12, but I wouldn't do this in general. I don't like DTPs a lot, so I mean we can compare them. Let's just look at it. So you are gaining 2 strength, you are gaining 4 agility, and you're gaining 1 dodge. I mean, it's an option, right? But you're also losing 5 stamina and a hit. Quite honestly, no. Personally, I wouldn't. It's probably mathematically as close as it can be, but that's what I mean. Tanking has so many choices. Like, if you feel better with the DTPs, I would never tell you it's wrong. I would say, okay, it's your choice. Because as I said, like, tanking has no right or wrong, really. But yeah, I personally wouldn't. Like, I don't think it's correct. Yeah, because this is full biz, we're gonna put in chromatics, but as I said, no, we're not gonna put in chromatics because I don't want to have people watching this and taking chromatics from DPS warriors. I would feel bad for the DPS boys. So we're not gonna put this in. We're also not gonna call it biz. We're gonna call it rank 14 phase 5 threat example. You only have 5% and I'm not done yet, buddy. I know where we gain 1 hit. Earth Strike. Farm your Earth Strike. If you're a tank and you don't farm your Earth Strike, literally you should not get a single item. DFT. Clear tank prio. Just for the hit itemization, it just makes everything easier. Especially if you don't have Onslaught. You don't have Onslaught, let's say you take Triad Girdle as an example, because you are, I don't know, you just don't want to take an Onslaught over your DPS warriors, you can just take Triad Girdle. Good choice. Bow. AQ20, and in my opinion, your guild should host AQ20s until your 3 main tanks have this crossbow. This is the cutting point where I, as a guild leader, would stop hosting AQ20s for the guild. You should obviously split your tanks. Don't put them all in the same run. Like, when you are a normal guild, you have 1 raid team, you should do 2 runs And then both you hard reserve the crossbow. For the main tank. Yeah, boys, I think this looks good, doesn't it? So on TBC, I don't think it's gonna take that long. I don't think it's gonna take that long. But yeah, I would say this is my tanking example. I will copy this now to make one with daggers as well. And then I can make one with Edge Masters as well. I will make them all on the human though. If you are in the unlucky position that you are not having Thunder Fury and you are also not rank 14, which is completely fair. Even if you are rank 14, I think this is just better. You want to prior yourself those two weapons. Doesn't matter if you're a human or if you're any other race, you should prior yourself those two weapons. If you have dagger rogues in your raid, then you have dagger rogues in your raid. It's kinda a them problem. I think here main tank threat is just, or like gearing your main tank optimally is just more important. Back in 2019 Classic, I would see occasional tank using THC in main hand with Thunder Fury offhand, assuming 41 point speed, heroic strike, but is that worth? As someone who has played it, it's more consistent. In a speed running guild, it makes kinda sense to do that. In a speed running guild, it's straight up main tank prio. Desting, yeah, 100%. I mean, in a speedrunning guild, you're also not gonna have dagger rogues, and if you do, then there's a problem. Wink, wink, Runic, talk with your rogues, wink. Because dagger rogues in speedruns is a fucking joke. Anyhow, without shitting on rogues. Yeah, this would be my dagger example. And then we make one more copy of this. Jeez. If you run Edge Masters, well, actually, if you run Edge Masters, it would be more of an orc thing, I would guess, right? So let's delete this and put this on an orc. Dagger sucks in AQ. Dagger sucks everywhere. Everywhere where it's about overall DPS, Dagger just loses. Wait, where's the... Did I fuck up one of the sets now? Team? I think I fucked up one of the sets. Nay! Okay, I need to find this. Overall on Rogue in a casual guild, I can't. Young Neo Dread, thanks for the follow, man. Yeah, I think I just lost the tank set with Thunder Fury. Gonna make a copy and redo it. Here we go. We fixed it, boys. We fixed it. So, we did daggers. We did a normal threat set. What is missing now, guys? What questions do you have about gearing? We have a realistic set that you can aim for. What are we missing? Is anyone here that wants to hear about nature res? Or are you all saying nature res, whatever, we don't need it anyway? Kinda don't want to talk about nature res when there's literally no one here that's gonna use it. Where exactly do you use Fury Visor? You delete your character, that's when you use it. How's life? My life is good, man. Life's good. I'm a little bit sick. I was pretty tired. And yeah, the realistic set will save my sanity. Yeah, I don't think we need to talk about nature res. One thing I want to say about nature res though, guys. If you are in a casual guild that needs, well, I don't know, if you need 1 hour, 1.5 hours for BWL, and your kill times on bosses are like 1.5, 2 minutes. Just if, right? And it's okay to play the game like this. I want to make this very, very clear. Everyone here is welcome in my streams. And to ask me questions on my Discord or whatever. I do not care if you guys think it's cringe. There's people that play this game different than we do. If you are in this type of guild and you need help in AQ40 because you can't progress, come on my Discord, ask. There is gonna be people that will help you. It's not okay, quit the game. Nah, man. I think everyone should enjoy the game how they want. But don't act like you're a good player. Don't think you need this when you are in a guild that has 2-minute boss kill times on Firemore. You don't. What are weapon options for non-rank 14 edgy users? Oh, that's easy. Let me show you. Let me look for my gnome. Where's my gnome? Here we go. By the way, here my personal goal for AQ40. This is what I personally want. I can already change one item because I have Cruel. But yeah, let's make a copy of this. Edgy user P5 non-rank 14. So when you say non-rank 14, what rank do you have, Kuzis, or what rank would you be curious about? What rank would you like to see? You have CTS, there's no reason to want to AQR. No, CTS is pretty much the same on Alliance. Kuzis? So what rank are you? Rank 12? Okay, let's look at rank 12. Is an alt? Okay, perfect. If it's an alt, in my opinion, run 2 set. You want those shoulders. And especially on Alliance, it should be pretty free. You take 2 of the armaments and you run Pugio and Slicer. This is what you would want to run. If you want to make it more realistic, then you remove the badge. That's it. Yeah, here we go. Maybe the gun as well, but yeah, we'll keep it in. This is what I would run as Edgemasters users, and this is what I used to run in 2019 or 21. Thanks for the follow, man. Thank you, Wurba. When do we use Eye of a Cow over Oninek? Always. You always use Eye of a Cow over Oninek. It's just better. Isn't it better than Pugio? I have Cruel. Compare them. So you lose 2 weapon DPS for 44, 8 attack power. It should be very, very close to each other. If you already have Cruel, I would not recommend you going Pugio, I think. I would prioritize other items, but Pugio should be a tiny bit better due to weapon speed. Is that better than rank 14? Yes, it is. So on my gnome, DPS set. Yeah, free Coke Glow, they are just, like, Sims are notorious for doing this shit. It's awful. Can you do rankings for Orc Axis, main hand and offhand? I mean, if you don't have Cruel, you just play Grand Marshal weapons. Thoughts on playing 4% hit plus chocolate? I don't like it. Technically, it's fine to do that, but I don't like it. I like to be naturally hit capped and get the extra 2 hit. Oninek is great stamina option, 100%. Oninek is also my recommendation for tanks or off-tank jobs, always. Garuba, it's not terrible. Like, your warrior's not gonna explode because you are... So, what people need to understand is, even hit is just a DPS stat. As a rank 12 with CTS and Brutality Blade, worth taking Regalia Mace for offhand. Let's look at it. Let me go on a human character. Broadblade, 51.6 DPS, 9 strength, 9 agility. That's the Regalia Mace even. Not in here cause wrong face. Yeah, I would say so. I would say the... Oh no, that's the wrong one, isn't it? No, it's the right one. Yeah, I would take that. 4% hit in 3 weeks. What do you think about it, Snips? What do you... sorry, what do you mean with 4% hit in 3 weeks? Like, I would take the Karachi Warhammer. Yeah, for sure. Getting 4% hit. Why are you getting that low? If you don't mind, send me your gear and we can look at it. What's your character B-word? Then I can just look it up in... Man, from items, extra from your gear. You're getting 4% extra in 4 weeks? In 3 weeks? Sorry, maybe I'm stupid, but I can't follow you right now. Oh yeah, rec set strike. Good point. Very good point. Do you swap gear on trash or do you just run the same set throughout? Basically getting DFT strikers and Nephring in 4 weeks time. I mean, rats, I guess? Like, I mean, what should I think about that? Like, rats? I'm happy for you. Okay, rec set. Rank 10. Cloak of Firemore stays better. 34 strength. 40 strength. Yo, Clicker, thanks for the sub, man. Thank you, guys. Thanks, man. There any chest with more AP now? No, there isn't, right? 67. Oh, so Abyss Rack chest stays this. Thanks for the follow, man. Free Coke. Technically, that's more AP, I guess. Chromatics. Then it's MDR. Quick Strike. Here's your Biz Rack set, boys. Hey, Clicker. Thanks, man, again. But yeah, this should be your Biz Rack set for Phase 5. If you guys use a Rack set. So the only really worthwhile items you can pick up easily are like Malfurion's Blessed Bulwark. I'm about to cringe to the moon with, hey man, one strength is one strength, dude. If you have a fight like Veil, argue against it. I'm happily have you argue against it, but is one more attack power? Like, Veil dies in less than your rec duration. But Clicker's obviously right, guys. If your fight is longer than 15 seconds, you should run Hive Defilers. Like, there's no argument to make here. If it's like, yeah, exactly. There's no argument to make here. You should run Hive Defiler. But for a 15-second rec fight, this is... Boots of the Shadow Flame? Nah, they're worse. Look. Look at the attack power. 1486. 1492. Hey Toto, feel free to join the Discord. Vanguard, yeah. You can argue for Vanguard. That is true. We should put Vanguards in. I'm a big Boots of the Vanguard Copa myself, so should use those. Oh yeah, the CG pants. Correct. Here we go. Okay, 1500 AP with CG and Kings. Solid. But if you have a rear rack set, you have a second pair of Goas with 1% haste on them, by the way. I just want to point that out. Alando would have 2 Goas in current phase, just saying. And that is true. And I guarantee you, the pass guys from Squawk, they gonna have people re-enchant their gloves. I would bet on that. I mean, why have 2 pairs of Goas if you can just wait before the boss fight and re-enchant? Because your shamans all need to respec anyway, right? Just level enchanting yourself, get all the recipes, and then enchant your gloves. Like, what are you doing? Are you min-maxing or not? Oh wait, actually, how long till it breaks even if GDKP? I don't know. Might take a while. Actually, guys, there's a neck with more attack power, I think. Isn't there 46 attack power? No, it's 42. Oh! This was the neck I was thinking about. Barb Choker is better. So yeah, this is your X set. So we did Rec set, we did 2 different tank sets, we did full phase 5 bis, we did the realistic phase bis, which I think is the most important one. This is the most important set for most of you. Not Clicker, he obviously gets every item he wants, he just points at them and then they drop and he gets them. But yeah, boys. If you need any other gear advice, I'm still here, but this is everything I had on the list of the things I wanted to do. Is it worth farming SGC on an Alt Warrior with A-Cube 40 being this close? No, you should wait until phase 5 and then farm it. Because it's way easier in phase 5 to get it. The drop rate is like massively higher. Can you show the tank biz list? Oh yeah, of course. We made it here. Wait a second, guys. Something is wrong again here. This is not saving my sets correctly. I think the website is trolling us. Copy. I will do this one more time now. Red example. About the tank set, I said that already once. I will repeat myself there happily. Tanking gear does not work like DPS gear. There is no straight up this is this, but this is what I would recommend running. You need to adjust your tank gear depending on the guild you are in. As an example, I will make one mitigation option now as well. Mitigation example. So for mitigation, I would run tier 2 bracer. Not a lot I would change, but it's a few things. I would run the twins belt. Where is it? This one. Very strong. If you're in a really casual guild, I would even say run tier 2 legs. But you don't have to. They're just insanely good avoidance legs. Really not a lot better. Yeah, this is what I would run in like a really casual guild, or when you're like, when you are in the situation where you are not sure you can kill twins, then I would run this. I will post this on Discord as well. I will post all the sets on Discord. I just need to make like a nice post first, and then like, so it looks good and people can actually look at it. That example. Now it's saved. Theory Rex set BW. This is empty now. I think the website is fucking up. Because it keeps like deleting my sets. Phase 5 Rex set. Phase 5 Bis set. This we can delete. Now we have threat example twice here. Interesting. We're gonna delete one. Why you choose rank 14 Swiftblade over Maladav? Because I don't believe in gear swapping. In weapon swapping all the time. And rank 14 is just better on trash. Just way better. And for tank, most of the time, your threat on trash, especially your snap threat, is just way more important. If you want to swap a gear piece, or like, I've seen tanks, especially on Era, with 12, 15 different gear sets. If you are that type of player that wants to micromanage this much, you can do that. I don't think it's good gameplay. I think you should focus on basics first, perfect those basics, and then you can build up on them. And if you look into speedrunning especially, you're not gonna see tank swapping gear all the time, because it's just a waste of time. And there's always the risk that you get stuck. All this shit. I don't believe in it. It's my personal take on it, of course. If you disagree, you disagree. So, realistic Bis, mitigation, dagger, threat, Rex set, phase 5 Bis. Can you show, so how about fresh no 40 man P5 gear for our 5th and 6th warriors? You know what? I'm gonna do that now. Copy. Phase 5, no 40 mans. Rank, also, Neodread, also no ranking or with ranking? Or which maximum rank? With ranking, that's just full rank 14. Let's do it without ranking and compare with ranking, of course, 14. That makes no sense, buddy. Just play full set. The fuck? We do it without ranking. Rank 10 is free. Match. V-match. If you sub, I do the other one. We do it with rank 10, because rank 10 is free. I agree on that. Eye of a car. Rank 10 shoulders. AQ20 cape. SGC. I don't even need to look at that. I literally know every single item. I'm just that good, guys. Wrong mace. Where's the ugly one? Sand polished hammer. Actually, Warblade of Fakari. The best option, right? Yeah. Okay. Warblade of Fakari. Sacrificials. EG belt. Rank 8 legs. No, wait, you run Titanics 100%. And rank 10 head. Here we go. Just for you guys. This is a very, very smart set. The HP is Monka. Oh, fuck yeah, it is. But, not gonna lie, if you look at the stats, 1250 AP, 31% crit. It's not bad. Trash Mace. Trash Mace is from a 40-man raid. This is no 40-man here. Yeah, just flask for your 20-mans. Exactly. Listen, guys, if you ever see a warrior that wears this set, please post it on Discord, because I would fucking love it. But yeah, this is what you can achieve without doing any 40-man raids. If you're socially awkward and you only want to like play with your friends, you know, and you only have like 5 friends and you host pucks, then this is what you can achieve. Which is quite honestly not terrible. It's not terrible. Can compare to full bis. But if you what if you have 0 friends? You know what? I'm gonna entertain this. We played a 0 friends rank 10 set, okay? But 0 friends, can you do dungeons? Can you do dungeons if you have 0 friends or no dungeons? Yeah, if you have no friends, you can sit in AV all day. That's actually true. Yeah, we make the no friends set, okay? Cape of Black Baron. Pure dungeon gear. That's the no friends only dungeons. What's the biz lift if you're self-bound? Self-bound on continental set. No, not gonna happen, guys. Fuck off. Also not gonna post those sets. Yeah, you can buy Ebonhead. You can swipe it. Here we go. Even have 50 DPS weapon. You hype for AQ? Hell yeah. Nah, I don't know, man. AQ is fun. I like the raid. But the face is so much stress. Yeah, full grass fed set. Okay. Fresh is just TBC waiting room. Here we go, guys. If you have no friends and you got to rank 10 and you have a good credit card, you can get this set. Need a good credit card, though. But if you have a good credit card, you can probably just play around, buy all the gear you want in 40-man raids. Look who's 60, by the way, boys. For those of you who tuned in later. This is a true grass-fed character. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end the stream the same way we started it. Gonna stand in Orgrimmar. Look at Snip's Orc dancing. Can't dance when you don't have a UI. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was super fun. If you have any more gear questions, join my Discord. I will post all the sets there. You can discuss about them there as well afterwards, and we can make adjustments if you think something is good, something is bad. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the follows. If you haven't followed yet, leave me one. Would be really appreciated. Let me see if someone else is streaming so I can send you somewhere so you're not just lost. Anyone streaming? Anyone cool? No one cool is streaming. Okay. And it's just gonna send you into the abyss. Guys, I will clip the whole fucking stream so people can rewatch it if you want. If you're in a guild where you need to argue loot priorities on items or whatever, just hit me up and I'll write you something down so you can send it to your GM to tell him he's stupid. Or I will tell you that you are stupid. If you are tank and you want GOAs over DPS warriors, get the fuck out. Anyway, it was a real pleasure. It was really, really fun. The next big stream is going to be really soon. We're going to look at all the BWL speedruns that happened and the development of strategies. But until then, see ya and thank you. Bye bye.